There are things in this world that defy explanation, moments when reality bends, when the ordinary becomes terrifying. Some people experience these horrors firsthand and never come back the same. Brief flashes of creepy images, an empty hiking trail, a faceless man, an old phone ringing in the dark. Tonight, I bring you 15 real-life horror stories, disturbing encounters, unexplained vanishings, and encounters with the unknown. Stories that prove one thing: a close-up of a flickering light bulb, followed by static again. Sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones we can't see. The title screen appears, 15 real-life horror stories that will haunt you. 1. The Vanishing Hotel Guest, 2024 USA. A businessman checked into a hotel in Chicago but never checked out. When staff entered his room after his checkout date, they found all of his belongings neatly packed, the bed untouched as if no one had ever stayed there. Security footage showed him entering the room but never leaving. His luggage was still there, but he was gone. The woman who walked out of her own funeral, 2023, India. A family was holding a funeral for their daughter. After she was found dead in a river, as mourners wept, she suddenly walked into the ceremony, completely dry and confused. The body they were about to cremate was still there, identical to her in every way. A DNA test later confirmed that the corpse was hers. 3. The Faceless Driver, 2025 UK. A viral video from London showed a car driving down an empty highway late at night. The driver appeared normal at first until a streetlight illuminated his face. There wasn't one. No eyes, no nose, just smooth, featureless skin. The car vanished moments later, never seen again. The Babysitter's Last Call, 2024 Canada. A babysitter was watching a 3-year-old girl. When she called the parents in the middle of the night, panicked, she whispered, "Who is the man standing at the top of the stairs?" The parents, watching their security cameras remotely, saw nothing. When they got home, the babysitter was gone. Her shoes and phone were still in the house, but she was never found. The Smiling Man at the Train Station, 2025 Japan. Commuters in Tokyo started reporting a man standing on subway platforms late at night, smiling unnaturally. When people approached, he would whisper, "I see you in my dreams." Security footage showed him appearing at multiple stations, always staring directly into the camera before disappearing. 6. The Missing Camper Who Came Back Wrong, 2024, Australia. A man went missing during a camping trip with friends. He returned 3 days later, but something was off. He didn't recognize his friends, spoke in a slow monotone, and refused to eat. When his family took him to the hospital, he vanished from his room overnight. The real man was never found. 7. The Whispering Statue, 2025 Italy. Tourists visiting an ancient church in Rome reported hearing faint whispers coming from a stone statue of a woman in prayer. One visitor put their ear against the statue and screamed. They claimed to hear someone breathing inside the stone. 8. The Man Who Appeared in Family Photos, 2023 USA. A couple looking through old family photos found a man in the background of every holiday. Picture taken over the last 10 years. They didn't recognize him. Security footage from their home showed the same man standing outside their house the night they found the photos. The caller who died a year ago, 2024 Mexico. A woman received a phone call from her father, asking how she was. The problem? Her father had died the year before. When she checked the call log, it was from his old number, which had been disconnected months ago. 10. The House That Screamed, 2024 Germany. A family moved into an old house only to be woken up every night at 3:33 a.m. by the sound of screaming walls. Experts inspected the house and found no logical explanation. When they checked historical records, they discovered that the house had been built over a mass grave from the 1600s. So the identical stranger, 2025, France. A woman riding the train saw someone who looked exactly like her sitting across from her. She took a photo and sent it to a friend, but when she looked back, the woman was gone. The friend replied, "That's impossible. That's a picture of you." 12. The girl who drew the future, 2024, Russia. A little girl in Moscow was famous in her town for drawing pictures of future events. One day she drew a picture of a bridge collapsing, killing dozens. 2 weeks later, it happened exactly as she had drawn it. The day after, the girl went missing and was never seen again. 13. The patient who didn't exist, 2023, USA. A hospital admitted an unconscious woman with no D, and the staff monitored her overnight. But in the morning, her bed was empty. Security footage showed no one leaving her room. When they checked the system, there was no record of her ever being admitted. 14. The door that shouldn't be there, 2024. Norway. A man renovating his house discovered a hidden door behind a bookshelf. When he opened it, he found a narrow staircase leading down to a locked iron door. There was no keyhole, no handle, and no way to open it. A week later, the door was gone. The shadow in the live stream, 2025. South Korea. A YouTuber was live streaming from her apartment. When viewers started commenting that a shadowy figure was standing behind her, she turned around. Nothing was there. But in the replay, the figure was clearly visible, standing right behind her for almost the entire stream. She moved out the next day. Some of these people vanished. Some came back, but not the same. And some stories remain unfinished. A faint echo of a phone ringing. The sound distorts, then fades. Tell me, which one of these stories will stay with you tonight? And if you've ever experienced something you can't explain, tell me in the comments below. The screen flickers as the shadow in the background takes one step forward. The video cuts to black. Sleep well, if you can. Soft static fades out. End screen with "subscribe for more nightmares" appears.